If you don't have this bait company in your tackle box, you're missing out. Today we have a package from a company called Saltstrong. Now, if you've been watching my videos or if you're friends with me, you know that I talk about Saltstrong all the time. If you're friends with me, you know that I don't shut up about them. And I've actually got a couple of my friends, at least one of them, to buy into Saltstrong stuff. And as a result of that, I figured that I was probably their best salesman. And so I reached out to them and I said, you know, I use your brand all the time, and I love your baits. So that means that they sent me a box of stuff for me to unbox, and I'm going to review them, test them out in the pool. Saltstrong is a great brand. They're based out of Florida. They have a lot of tips and tricks that you can, if you look up on their YouTube channel, they have tips and tricks for pretty much anything saltwater related. If you don't know how to catch fish, then just go on there. They helped me out. They just, everything you need to know. I'm at a loss for words. They have everything you need to know. So go check them out. I'm going to pin their channel in somewhere. I don't know, comments, description, whatever. And also I'm going to put links to their website. If you want to buy anything that you see in this video, then you can go through there. So let's get into this box. First of all, we have a hat. By the way, I didn't open this. I just, like before this, I just had it cut open so that I could not have to, you know, tear it all open on the video. First, we have a hat. It's a very nice hat from Saltstrong. Next, we have a watch. So they have a color that I absolutely love. It's called the Fred. And it actually, they were doing a deal. I don't know if they're still doing it. I don't believe they are. It's called the 11 for 1. You pay 1 penny plus shipping for 11 lures. And you can choose any of the lures they have on their website in any color. And during that, they had this color called Flamingo Joe, which was just pink. And it absolutely killed the fish where we went. It was where we fished. It's absolutely amazing. But now, they don't sell that for whatever reason now. And the Fred is the closest thing I can find to it. And so it's in their 2.0. Wait, this is actually 3.5 inch. That's regular. I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's called the Fred. They're sort of a pinky color. I'll take them out and show you guys real quick. I'm going to try to get through all of this without taking forever so that this video doesn't end up being 15 minutes long. But it's sort of a pink color. And my colorblind self can't really tell the difference between this and the Slam Shady, except for this is a little bit more pink. And you're also about to see what the Slam Shady is. So that's awesome. I think right here I got 3 packs of them. They're 3.5 inches long. It's a 7-pack. You can buy these on their website. All the things that I'm going to show you, you can buy on their website from Saltstrong. It's actually called fishstrong.com. So that's awesome. Next thing we have are, let's see if I have multiple packs. Just one. Mom, don't get mad at me for saying this. This is called the Gold Digger. It's a sort of a blacky brown color with gold/emerald flakes in it. It's the same size of the Freds. I have actually not tried this color, so I am pretty excited to try these out. They look great, actually. There you go. These things, I absolutely love Saltstrong. I'm so glad I found them. I actually saw them on a YouTube ad, I think. Their tails, great action. Like, you don't have to move it much and the action goes crazy. And you'll see it in the water in a little bit. They move. They're amazing. You'll see. Next up, we have some Slam Shadies. I got 3 packs of these also. These are also 3.5 inch. These are called the Slam Shady 2.0. This is their color. I think the only brand that makes this color is Z-Man, and Saltstrong also sells Z-Man on their website. Of course, you can get that on their website. So this is kind of like a pearl, and it's got some good glittery sort of stuff inside. This color also works great for where we fish. This does better during the daytime. The Fred / Flamingo Joe does amazingly during the night, but these also produce during the night also. These work great. It's crazy. And ever since I found this stuff, you know, I'm crazy over it. Next up, we have a semi-new bait for them. It's called the Mulligan. It's a 4-inch paddle tail, and I'm going to show it to you. The body is a little bit different from the Slam Shady. It's also half an inch longer. I have not used these yet, so I'm also excited to use these. Tail still's good. Still's got a lot of movement. That's a pretty nice, it feels good, it looks good. I think that'll do pretty good. This is in the Slam Shady color, and it's a 7-pack. You can get on saltstrong.com. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say that during this video, but I'll keep saying it anyways. Next we have Gold Digger Bombers. So these are 5-inch, let me move these out of the way. So these are 5-inch swim baits of the Gold Digger color. I'm not gonna pull them out because they're the Gold Digger. Actually, I will pull them out because I haven't seen the bombers yet. So these are 5 inches compared to the 4-inch mulligans. Those are absolutely massive. So the Slam Shady 2.0s are 3.5 inch, the mulligans are 4 inch, and these bombers are 5 inch. So you got whatever size you need right there. Salt Strong's got you covered. Next we have some little thing. It says Merry Christmas from Salt Strong. It's got a bunch of pictures of them with some nice fish down there at the bottom. I guess those are employees or maybe members of the Insider thing. Next we have a lifetime supply of power prawns. Now these are their, I got 4 packs of these, that's crazy. They make them. I'll show you the package before I pull them out. They are shrimp lures. They're not like the pre-rigged ones like Voodoo Shrimp or anything like that. They are, let's see what's the closest thing. Maybe like the Gulp Shrimp is the closest thing I can relate it to. These are the smaller ones. I think these are called, they're just Power Prawn USA. These are 3.5 inches long, so they're as long as the Slam Shadies. I've only used the longer ones that are 4.3 inches long, and I also have some of those in the box. This is the natural color. I have caught a fish or two on these, but I haven't used them enough to give you like a good read on how they are, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got 4 packs of those, which is amazing. Thank you so much to Salt Strong for doing all this for me. Next up, I have the 5-inch power, or no, sorry, 4.3-inch power prawns. This is also the same natural color. I'm not going to pull these out because it's the same thing. They're just a little bit longer. These are the ones I've used. They also have some that are in the Slam Shady color. So this is like clear with some glitter in them. But they also have some that are in that Slam Shady color. So if you can imagine that color in these, that's what they look like. And those also do good with catching fish. Now we have some terminal tackle that they've sent me. I don't know if you'd call this terminal tackle, but this is a saltwater exclusive scent from Dr. Juice. It's the Saltwater Slam scent. Now, if you go to Bass Pro, you can get Dr. Juice in like bass color. I actually saw them today. We were there earlier, and I actually did get some scents from Procure because I didn't know I was gonna get this, but I'm gonna use this and Procure, and I'm gonna do a video testing if scent really does something for you, and maybe even which is better, the Dr. Juice or the Procure, whatever. I'm done. I'm not even gonna try. But I have never used scent before, so that's gonna be pretty interesting. So that's cool. Next, we have a pretty awesome sticker, Salt Strong Slam. That's definitely going on a tackle box in a couple minutes here. Next, we have some Haas Helix hooks. I think Salt Strong makes these. I'm not entirely sure. I have 3 packs of these. I've used them before. These work great with the power prawns because it makes them, you're gonna see in the water. This is gonna be a pretty long video, I'm sorry guys. You're gonna see in the water, they glide down. It looks great in the water compared to like a jig head where it just drops down. These Haas Helix hooks, there's 3/8 1/8 ounce. They got the twist lock on them. I'll show you more in a little bit. But it makes the power prawns or whatever, you can use them on swim baits also. They make them glide down into the water and they just look really realistic. Last, we have some football weedless Haas. These are also Haas weedless football jig heads. I got different sizes also, looks like they gave me. So I have 1/4 ounce, in 3/0. I'll show you what these look like in a minute. I have 1/2 ounce in 4/0, 1/2 ounce in 4/0 again, and then 1/4 ounce in 3/0. So I've actually not used these or seen these before, so I'm gonna pull them out. Here's what they look like. They have kind of a wobbly head. You tie them on right there, and then it's a 3/0 hook. So I'm interested to see what those do in the water, because I've never seen anything like this. Well, I've seen them, but I've never seen what they look like in the water. And I've never tried them before either, so I'm sure those will catch fish. I'm gonna see what they look like. But that's pretty cool, guys. So thank you so much to Salt Strong for sending me all this stuff. Don't forget, y'all can buy stuff from Salt Strong. I strongly encourage you. Now I'm gonna get in the pool, or not, I'm not gonna get in the pool, it's freezing out here. I'm gonna start testing the lures in the pool and show you guys what they look like. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, here we go. I'm gonna be using a 1/4 ounce. I couldn't get it very straight on there. I'm starting with the Slam Shady. This is the 3.5 inch. So I'm gonna put the camera in the water, and I'm gonna take a couple of casts and show you what it looks like with the jig head. And then I'm gonna show you the mulligan, and then the power prawns, and also the bomber, and show you what all of them look like in the water, because they all look a little differently. So let's get to that test. Alrighty, here we go, starting off with the Slam Shady. As you can see, that tail's going crazy. I found best that it works really great with a medium retrieve. As you can see here, I'm kind of popping it and dropping it down. I tested down south in a previous video, and their patented thing is that they swim on the fall, and these actually do so much better. As you can see, that tail just doesn't stop moving. Alrighty, next we have the mulligan on the 1/4 ounce. Now here's a slower retrieve that works absolutely great. Alright, I think the mulligan might be my new favorite, because it's bigger, but it still has the awesome tail action of the Slam Shady. As you can see, that tail's going great. When you pop it, it still goes, tail moves quite a bit. There's a medium retrieve, that tail's just going and going and going. Obviously, you should try which retrieve every time you go out and find what works best for you. Biggest, we have this is just giving you a general idea of what these lures do when they're in the water. This is the biggest one they have. I think this one is 5 inches long. So let's see how this works in the water. Something I found with this one is when it swims, the body kind of goes back and forth, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. The tail doesn't move quite as much as the mulligan or the Slam Shady on this one, especially when you pop it and let it sit. It doesn't really move that much. So this definitely works really good if you're doing a retrieve, but I don't recommend popping it like I was doing there. Maybe if you mixed up a pop and a retrieve. I got it rigged up on the Haas Helix hook, so you can see the best way that they look, because I think they look the best on the Haas Helix. They look more realistic, so let's see it. It did get a little dark, so it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but you can still sort of see how it glides down and the tail moves quite a bit. I want to try these on a popping cork and see what that would do, because it would keep it off the bottom more. Also, another thing I tried, but I didn't show in the video, is I did a slow retrieve, like a very slow retrieve, so that it would just glide through the water, and that looked really, really good. I just didn't film it for whatever reason. But as you can see, the pops look really great and how it glides with that Haas Helix hook. Alrighty guys, remember, if there's anything you want from this video, this awesome shirt, this cool hat, or any of the baits you saw, if you liked how they worked, I love how they worked, by the way, and I'm not just saying that. I've been swearing by these things ever since I found them. I'm going to put the link to saltstrong.com in the comments and in the description, and I'm going to pin their YouTube channel so that you can see all the tips and tricks and whatever, if you want to see any of that. And I hope you enjoyed this.
Like and subscribe.